Hello and welcome to day 69 of the n8n series. Now, a lot of you have asked us, how do we scrape a website? Is there any automation available for scraping data from particular website? So we thought, why not make a video on that, of various methods of scraping data from multiple websites. So let's see how this can be done in a fully automated manner. Let's get started. So one of the very simple method is to, of course, let's begin with the manual trigger, right? And we have HTTP node, which we've already seen. Okay, but let's see this and then continue with the latest version or advanced version of scraping. Okay, and for this we are going to abcdv.web7.com, which is our community page. Right, and if you have not joined our community yet, please join. A lot of things happen behind the scenes. So let's go back here. Let me add this particular link here. Authentication is none because here we don't need to authenticate to view the page, right? So send query parameters, send headers, and so on and so forth. We don't need any of those. So I'm going to just execute this particular step and execute this step. Okay, and when you open, what you get is the entire HTML code of this particular page, which is equivalent to what you would get when you click on function F12. So we'll use a code node to fetch only the text from this particular HTML code that we have. Okay, and we got this code from Perplexity. So let me show you what we did to get this code. So we tried with multiple platforms, but I think Perplexity gave us the best result. So I mentioned I want to scrape websites built on framework. Give me an n8n code node expression to filter out unwanted tags and unwanted fields, right? And it gave us some code. Then we asked, like, where is the input field? Because we want to give the HTML as an input, and then that input needs to be converted to normal text, right? So then we told I want to send the HTML data to the code node in n8n. Okay, and that's when it gave us some clean code. Okay, and we're going to use this particular code that we got, and this is the HTML JavaScript, okay, which gets the data from here. So I'm going to use this one, come back. Okay, and the code is going to be this. So here we have got this. Let's click on execute step. Okay, and here you can see that this is like get HTML from previous node, HTTP request or other sources, right? And that's how it is getting the data. And here we have got clean HTML and clean text. Okay, we don't need a clean HTML. So what we will do is we'll remove this. Okay, we don't need that anymore. So we'll click on execute step and you should see the clean text that you've got. Now it's taking some time. Here we go. ABCD community, features, teams, journey, connect, join the community, and so on and so forth. So we have got this entire thing. Now the next thing that we are going to do here is Gemini. Okay, of course you can use any of the thing. We're going to message model, and this is one of the previous account that we already connected, and we can use 2.5 Flash. Prompt is going to be this one: summarize the website content and JSON clean text, okay, from the previous step, and simplify output. Just click on execute step. Let's see what we get out of it. Now you can see here the ABCD community is a new and growing online platform dedicated to empowering students, founders, creators, entrepreneurs, and problem solvers to transfer their ideas into intelligent systems using no-code tools and AI automation. Its core philosophy: anybody can design, develop, and deploy. That's exactly what we stand for, right? Emphasizes making technology creation accessible to everyone. Okay, so it gives you a summary of what ABCD stands for. And of course, we are on a 1,000 days journey, which is what is this video all about, right? So this works for a simple website like ABCD, okay, which does not require any login and so on and so forth. But what if we want to check Amazon, and let's check for Nike shoes for Okay, so we've got all of this shoes here. if I take this particular link, come back to Scraper, go here, put this particular link, will this work? You see, service unavailable, right? And this method also exposes our IP address. Okay, so they understand from where this request is coming from. So let's understand what are some advanced methods to scrape these details, right? So I'm going back, I'm changing this to the old link so that when they share you the JSON, you had these details. Okay, so all of this is well connected. Let's run this, Okay. The next platform that we are going to use is called FireCrawl, which is well known in the scraping industry. And we have the option called scrape a URL and get its content. Okay. Now we have already connected our account, but let me quickly show you how this works. FireCrawl, go to the website. Okay. They've already signed in. So let's go to login, use our Google account to log in. And once you're in, you should get the API key from here. Just copy it, come back, go to this one, click here, click on new credential, name this as whatever you want. I'm going to name it as 1000 days. I'm going to give the API key here, right? And click on save, right? So here is the URL that we have to give, what we need to scrape. And the URL is directly coming from here. This URL, I'm just putting it over here. Now, we could also have what is the format that we need, okay? And for that, what I did was I clicked on choose. Okay, it adds all the formats here. So let's go with Markdown. Okay, we could also do HTML, JSON, links, change tracking, screenshots, and so on and so forth. Let's go with Markdown. Okay, and only main content. Okay, currently no items exist. We can add some tags, we can exclude some tags, we can add some headers, wait for a millisecond to load the page. Okay, if the page takes some time to load. If you want the mobile view, okay, you can see here whether to emulate scraping from a mobile device if you want that, right? And skip TLS verification. Okay, you can see here whether to skip TLS certificate verification when making requests or not. Okay, timeout. What is the timeout for it to wait for? Okay, after this many milliseconds, it will just not do anything. Okay, or return none. We also have got timeout here. You can adjust the timeout that you want. Remove base 64 images, block ads, store in cache, and so on and so forth. Of course, proxy, like I mentioned. So in the other this thing, it would expose our IP, but here you have basic and stealth. Stealth has even more better proxy controls, but let's go with basic. Okay, let's click on execute step. So it takes some time because there is a lot of items in the list, but this generally works. And there you go. So if we go to schema, you can see that it has fetched all the information. You can also check this in the table, right? All the details has been scraped. Okay, so you can see here HTML, what is the past month, 50 plus bought in past month, all the details about each of these products can be seen over here. Okay, so so each of the product details will be given to you. Now, of course, you can process this further if you want to. Let's move on to the next method. So the next platform that we want to use is called ScrapingBee. Okay, and this is also well known. Okay, so let me just log in. Once you log in, you get 1000 credits by default, out of which we have consumed 100 while we are testing and all of that. We get the API key over here. So I'll copy this, come back here. When you go to ScrapingBee, okay, which was available here, ScrapingBee, and here we have specific calls for getting information using a Amazon product API, right? And we can also use search queries using Amazon search API. So let's use this one. Okay, again, it is very simple. Just create a new credential, ask, like, give a name, put your API key here and click on save. Okay, they've already done that. I'm just going to use whatever account we have. So Amazon search API is here. Okay, and operation is get. Query is what we want. Okay, so in this case, let's get this one. Or did I copy? Maybe not. Yeah, copy this, come back and add your query. Okay, if you want to search for mobile, then your mobile can be your query. So click on execute step and you can see all the details coming, right? If you go to schema, then we have all the products, right? Product 1, product 2, and so on and so forth, which will have all the details along with your URL. Let's go here, paste this. Go, by the way, yeah, this one should be added with amazon.com/. Now you can see that this is coming from Amazon US, okay, because by default at ab.com, and if you want it for India, you can make it as .in and click on execute step, and you should get all the details from Indian Amazon. Let's wait, and there you go. So this is coming from INR 2609. Highest price is 2609, and you can also see the price right now is 2609. Price strike through is 4295, which means the original price is 4295, but right now is selling at 2609, right? And this is the URL that we've got, okay, which means that you'd have to add Amazon or in slash and then add this particular thing. Yep, one slash added extra, but that doesn't matter. So this is the one. So 4295 is the original price, 2609 is the present price. Okay, you can also see the URL and so on and so forth. So if you open this particular URL, you can open it here itself. You can see the image, right? So you get all the details that you would need from this one. We have a lot of APIs here. ChatGPT API, Google Search API, HTML and so on and so forth. Let's go to HTML for a moment and we can give some URL over here. Let's say, for example, bubble.io/manual, right? So we've got this particular manual here. Way to copy this, paste it over here. Okay, and we have a lot of field options here. Okay, you can add your own proxy as well. But what we're going to check here is screenshot. Okay, let's check for screenshot. Let's enable this. Let's execute this step. Okay, and let's view this. So we get a screenshot of this particular page. Not just that, we can also go to, now this is just a partial page screenshot. Okay, we also have an option called screenshot full page. Okay, and if you enable this one, click on execute step, and you see that we get a screenshot of the entire page. Let's open this up. Okay, and if you actually zoom in here, okay, you can see that it has come all the way until end. Other ways to learn and so on and so forth. So you go where you can see here other ways to learn, right? Get started now and so on and so forth. So all of that will be shown in this particular screenshot. So that's how you can take the screenshot as well using scraping. Okay. Now, one of the other thing that we use for scraping is Ampifile, which we have already covered. But let me quickly show you. Okay, we have scrape single URL, right? So you can use this, and you can give the URL over here. I'm just going to use the same thing again. So leave this, and you have crawler type. Okay, char, Cheerio or JS DOM and so on and so forth. Let's go with Cheerio. Click on execute step. Okay, you get all the details here. Right, so if you go to table, you can see here. This is the metadata, this is the HTML, and this is the markdown of the entire page. So yeah, that's how you can do. And of course, we have used Ampifile to get transcription from YouTube video. We have used it for scraping details from Amazon. We have used it to scrape details from LinkedIn. It can also be used to scrape details from Instagram and much more. So that's how you can use these scraping tools to scrape data from any website that you want to. And of course, send it to Google Sheets, Searchable, WhatsApp, and much more. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, please share it with multiple other people so that they can understand how they can scrape data for their business needs automatically. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.